Blood Blister #1, co-created by Phil Hester and Tony Harris, who are also the writer and artist respectively. Inks by Eric Layton, with colors by Guy Majors. The plot is relatively straightforward on the surface. It's a sleazy legal counsel named Brand Hull who's really good at sweeping huge lawsuits under the rug, or at least making it better for the businesses being sued. But he's also not sleazy in the hookers and blow way. He's just really good at what he does, which isn't necessarily the best step for humanity as a whole. He's also a kind of bad father. Jim Carrey from Liar Liar, just on a corporate law level. He does care for his son, he just also really likes his business. But when he goes to pick up his son from a haunted house, he may in fact be sucked into hell. Like I said, the plot is relatively straightforward, but at the same time, there's actually like 3 different swerves in this that really make it, what am I actually reading, that I love so much. I mean, when you look at just the cover itself, it's like, okay, what the hell? That looks awesome, but what the hell? I mean, even if you look at just the first scene, which is Brand trying to get this Appalachian family, I know they're in Oklahoma, but they got that yokel hick Appalachia thing going, to sign a thing so they won't be able to sue the company that's poisoning their land. It's pretty good, you know, in a straightforward way, but then you've got this one fat chick who's kind of mentally out there, suddenly just speaking for the very first time, quoting scripture, calling him the devil, and then later on you actually see crazy guy also, you know, saying, you work for the devil. It actually makes it a really interesting swerve that when at the end it turns into he's actually in a hell house. And then there's also the hints of he does have blood blisters. He's popping one in another scene where he's talking about his son and everything. So it really does have this, I don't know what exactly is going to happen, but while this is straightforward, there's a lot of different layers that they can move forward with that I love. If you saw my video on why you should be reading Aftershock comics, you knew that I was excited for this, and I wasn't disappointed. So on a writing level and a plotting level, it is fantastic. On an art level, it's actually really up there for me too. While it's not, you know, crisp, pristine, everyone knows that I do like the rougher, heavier inks. That is probably where this really feels for me. If you saw the indie scene in the 2000s, you'll know what I mean by saying there's a lot of heavy inks in this that makes it feel very much like an early 2000s indie book. It's not indie-rific on a British level, but it's indie-rific on a American level. I know that sounds weird. And if you understand what I mean, good on ya. So ultimately, this is definitely a buy it, and you, like me, will probably really want to subscribe to it because it really is that interesting of a story to pull you in to go, okay, now I'm definitely curious. And that's all for today. If you agree or disagree with me, leave a comment below. I love hearing feedback. Don't forget to check out my other 2 channels, A Comic a Day, where this month I am covering The Dark Towers with my best friend, Criff, co-host of the Bard and Criff vlog channel, and ComicSins, where I talk about the sins and wins of any given comic. Like the Archivist Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, and pledge to our Patreon, where you get some exclusive stuff, like some unedited takes that are really funny. As always, the links are in the description, and stay golden, Inklings.